2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Finding room to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown 6.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Slot man in motion left. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind them.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And a short pickup down inside the 10. They send him right out of the slot. They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football at their own 40.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working, and leads himself to a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 33. First down, Buccaneers. Quick throw here is complete. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. Back to the air one more time. That's to the left side. Caught by McMillan. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The third quarter begins with a run. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
2nd and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline. He's got Neighbors. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Slot man in motion right. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give on the ground. Finds an alley to the 35. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 9-yard line. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. They'll run.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 45 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
There's that man again. Another catch. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2. Going to work out at all. That will be a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Saints! Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here. Tight end motioning left. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there's a flag down on the field. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's a run going left. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side, going to be taken in by McMillan.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's first down. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Try again. It's second and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. This is first and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Awful time to get a penalty. Now first and 15. Here we go. One final play. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out. The 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They had to work.